Well, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, in conjunction with the relevant government bodies involved in the August election, is this Friday expected to come up with strict guidelines that will outline the conduct of politicians and the electorate, especially on matters of violence. In the guidelines, tough decisions such as barring any politician involved in violence or incitement, as well as immediate prosecution to deter a rise of incidences being witnessed in the run-up to the election, are being recommended. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi with more.
The worrying trend of political violence now gathering pace in the country is getting government agencies responsible for election preparedness jittery and putting in place measures to tame the runaway violence, or at least seem to be doing so. The recent incident of the stoning of Azimio leader Raila Odinga's chopper in Soy on Friday, offering a glimpse of what may portend for the days to come if the unwarranted attacks go unchecked. To this end, a workshop has been called for this week, bringing together stakeholders, where NTV has learned strict guidelines on how to handle the elections will be outlined. Some of the key recommendations will be speedy prosecution.
This is a collaboration between IEBC, the National Police Service, the ODPP, the Judiciary, and ORPP, that's Register of Political Parties. This is a collaborative program. We are launching the manual on Friday this week.
Just last year, Deputy President William Ruto was a victim of rowdy crowds ambushing his rally in Kondele. Whereas the police pinned the incident on youth fighting over money he had given to the youth, it brought to the fore the necessary measures that need to be put in place to tame violence that is manifesting itself as elections draw near.
And the consequences must be both political, so that they are barred from being eligible to run for any elective office. That's a political consequence. There are social consequences like we are dealing with in NCIC, where we make them pariah, social pariah. That if you are notorious of these cases, then we put you on the wall of shame, and we will begin even to work even with the diplomatic community, which I have talked with, and they have agreed if we have such cases, they will make sure that they don't get visas to go to Europe or America. That is the social and the political consequence. And then there have to be criminal consequences. That is, they are jailed.
Odinga has termed the Friday incident as an attempt on his life, while blaming Kapsaret MP Oscar Sudi and his Soy counterpart Caleb Kasitani as the main architects of the stoning. The deputy president has since apologized for the incident, while the two, Sudi and Kasitani, have distanced themselves from the melee and even gone ahead to record statements. But even as they do so, those in the deputy president's corner are accusing police and government officials of double standards in dealing with violence cases facing the two sides.
Violence meted on William Ruto is as painful as violence meted on Raila Odinga. Violence meted on any other political aspirant is as painful as it should be condemned by every sound mind in this country.
The deputy president team has cited a number of incidents apart from the Kondele one. Another is at the Kenol Moranga, where people died, as well as a recent incident at the Jacaranda grounds, where youth tried to disrupt a meeting of the UDA party officiated by the DP himself. The church says it is concerned with the unfolding, noting that politicians do not have the liberty to point fingers at each other, yet they are in the fight for political souls.
Not agree with the person who you feel that should not get that position, but please display respect in your speech.
Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.